Hello, how are you? How is everyone? My name's Kate and I'm from laughingkidslearn.com and the owner of the Facebook page Laughing Kids Learn. It's great to be here for another week. I try to make it the same time each week. Sometimes I'm running a little bit behind, but yeah, hopefully you can schedule to see these live Facebook feeds and catch up on the replay if you missed them. So each week I try to sort of share a fun play idea or an activity or something that you can make that's fun for your kids to help them learn, grow and have fun doing it at the same time. So if you are new, please introduce yourself, let me know where you're from. I'm always amazed to hear where people are from, so I actually made a little list of where some people came from last week. We had quite a few from Australia and from America. And we also had, so who do I have here? This is just a select few. So we had Jasmine from Canada, Diane from New York, Laura from California, Ali from Brisbane, Australia, Carol from the UK, Aileen was from Scotland, Terry was from New Mexico, Maxine was from Dubai, and we also had Diane from New Zealand and Lorraine from Oman. So that's a wonderful list of people that have come from so far. So hopefully if you are watching, please let me know where you're from. I'm always amazed to hear where you're from. So thanks for joining me. So today I thought we would make some sensory bottles. I'm not too sure whether it's something that you have made yourself before. But they're fabulous. Children love these, they really do. Babies all the way through to children, I would say even sort of 12-year-olds would like sensory bottles too. They're really beautiful to look at. They can have a calming effect and yeah, they're just great. They're really interesting for children to watch and look at and see the movement. So yeah, let's get on with it. So what else do I have to tell you? So I've just collected a couple. I'm going to move my table back actually. Now if you can hear in the background a lawnmower. In Melbourne where I'm from, it's a really beautiful sunny day and we haven't had many of them in Melbourne. And so now that the sun's come out, everybody's wanting to mow their lawns, wash their cars, you know, do all those things. So hopefully you can hear me over the lawnmower that is happening around me. Okay, so for making some sensory bottles, what you need are some clean empty bottles. So I've got a couple here. And so you can use any, it doesn't matter what sort of shape or size they are. I suggest the plastic ones. So these are plastic over glass varieties. And we're going to make a couple of different ones actually. So I'm going to get you to maybe help me out and suggest what I should fill them with because I've got so many different things here. I'm really excited to share them with you. So the first thing that we're going to do, I should say that also sensory bottles are so great because as you know, we sort of learn with our senses, don't we? We learn through seeing things, feeling things. If you think of a baby, they always want to put things in their mouth and things like that. That's how they learn about their environment around them. So sensory bottles are great for that reason. So if you have a little one, it's always a great idea to make a sensory bottle for them using basically whatever you have in your home. So you can get some bottles. You will need a hot glue gun, preferably plugged in, and whatever you've got around the house. So the first one that we're going to make is my little one and I call her Boo on laughingkidslearn.com. We went for a bit of a walk around our area, being a nice sunny day. We went for a walk and we collected some things that we found on the ground. So I'm going to hold them up so that you can see them. It's just a collection of different things that, you know, she thought were quite interesting, beautiful. We've got lots of sort of dried leaves and seed pods and sticks, and so I thought that would be a really great thing to put in a sensory bottle. Sensory bottles are also great because sometimes, especially things like seed pods that are kind of quite small, we don't really want little ones really playing with them because we sort of get a bit worried that they might put them in their mouth. But if they're in a a sealed sensory bottle, then they can actually explore the contents. So yeah, so let's make one of these. Super easy. So just take your bottle, it's clean, dry. We're going to pop in, you can just pop in whatever you like. You can just go a bit crazy. So I'm going to fill it in. Pop that in. I might pop in a couple of dried leaves. So obviously you don't really want anything that's going to be sort of go off. So you want things that are kind of dried because they will have a longer lifespan. This is a beautiful leaf. So that's a good one to put in. What else? Gosh, so many things in here. Bits of bark. These are beautiful little flowers, Australian natives that have a long lifespan. And more leaves, so you can just fill it with whatever you like. It's completely up to you. And it's also nice if it's something that you've collected with your child, or you've been able to explore with them. So I've got a couple of seed pods here. I can fill it with that. Oh, I've got so much stuff here. Ooh. Nice and messy. I'm not too sure if you saw last week where I made 2-ingredient Play-Doh and I dropped half of it on my lap. That was very entertaining. Okay, so just, you fill it however you like. You can kind of move things around, and of course the sensory bottle can be great visually, but also can make a great sound too. So that's also quite an attractive feature to sensory bottles. Oh, I can't help but just sort of want to fill this up. Got some beautiful... I might leave it there just so that I don't... I think you get the idea. Oh, some nice hearts. Thanks, guys. Thank you. So I'll just show you. Okay, give you a close-up. So as you can see, this is something that... once you've filled it, when you're happy with it, just get your hot glue gun and put some of the hot glue just around the inside. Let's pretend this is plugged in. Around the inside. I'm going to reuse these bottles for something else, so that's why I'm not doing it at the moment. And then seal it up and just give it a bit of time to set. So let me share this one with you. So they can have a really good look at all the different things inside there. And it's safe too, because they're not going to be putting it in their mouth. So, and it moves around. It's almost like a different sensory bottle each time you sort of move it around. So sensory bottles are great. They're really good for children of all ages, as you can imagine. So if you had this, if you were supervising your child on the floor with one of these, you'd be watching them, sort of their eyes, tracking all the different things inside of it. They might sort of hit at it, and of course that's really teaching them cause and effect. So there's a lot of really great things about sensory bottles too. So that's a really nice one and a very easy one to do too. So I'll put that aside where you can see it. So the next one I'm going to do is really cool. It uses water beads. Have you guys used water beads before? They're amazing. They're really cool. They are these tiny little beads, and I'll show you. Where did I put the little packet? Oh, here it is. They're these tiny little beads that look like this. They're kind of like pinheads, really. Different colours. You can get them in one colour, or you can get them in different colours like this one. And I only used a tiny amount of them today. And what you do is you soak them in water. And when you've soaked them in water, they come out like this. Isn't that amazing? I'm going to try not to drop them. Oh! So they're just so much fun. Kids love them, and it's an amazing sensory sensation. It's like little balls of jelly, if you can think of little balls of jelly. They're just amazing. I'm going to try and... Anyway, I'll put them in a bottle so it might be a bit easier for you to see. So these water beads, these ones that I've got are non-toxic, but they... If you're sort of a little bit concerned about your child maybe putting them in their mouth, there's probably something for more of a 5-year-old and 5 and older. It's a great idea to put them in a sensory bottle so that they can actually watch them. So they might not be able to feel them, but to watch them is really beautiful. So I'm going to use this bottle today and fill it with some of these really cool water beads. So they take about 6 to 8 hours to absorb water. So I actually just did it overnight last night. So it was really cool. I just put them in a bowl of water. They're tiny. They're only little pinheads, as I showed you. And then to wake up in the morning and they just have absorbed so much of that water. It's really cool. You see that? I'll just try and fill up as many as I can. Getting to the... Sorry. I'm trying not to spill this one on my lap. Have a habit of that. Here we go. Have you guys had any experience with water beads before? I'd love to hear whether your kids really like them or not. They're very cheap to buy. They're I bought these from an art and craft store, but I think that you can get them on Amazon. Well, I'm sure you can get them on Amazon actually. So I'm just going to fill maybe 2 more handfuls. And last one. And again. So again, you would use your hot glue gun to seal it there. And then put the lid on. How cool is this? Oh my gosh. So awesome. They're really beautiful. What do you guys think? They're really nice. They just look really nice, especially it's a really cool toy to even play with outside. Your child could play with it outside in the sun. It would look absolutely beautiful. And as you can see, they'd just be watching it constantly and wanting to have the beads move about. It's just gorgeous. So that's another one you can try. All right. Let me pop that one to the side. Now with sensory bottles as well, you can kind of theme them up too. So if you want your child, if they're maybe showing a bit of confusion about blue and red, then you might do a sensory bottle that only includes objects that are blue, for example. So that's an idea. Or you could theme them to the season that you're experiencing. Or with Christmas coming up, I thought that we could make a Christmas themed sensory bottle, which is a bit of fun. So what I've got here, I've got some rice. Oh, I've got a few comments. Sorry guys, I'll get to them in just a minute. Sorry, for some reason the comments take a little while to get to me. So thanks for being so patient. So I've got some red and green rice. Oh, sorry, and I've got some white rice that I'm going to mix it with actually. Put a bit of that in. And I'll just get my bottle ready. I just grabbed whatever I thought was quite Christmassy. So you can put whatever you like. You can put some tinsel in there. You can put bells. I've got a pom-pom here. I've got some pipe cleaners. It's completely up to you. So hang on a minute, guys. I just want to check your comments because I can see a couple pop up. Thank you. Now, let me see. Oh, sorry. It's a great size bottle, bought especially. Laura, they're not actually. These bottles I actually have collected over probably about 4 months. So they're just bottles that I have. So like it's an orange juice bottle, it's a water bottle. They're just ones that I've kind of found that and I just kind of collect stuff. So yeah, I've just had them aside and I've just decided to turn them into sensory bottles. So yeah, next time you sort of get a bottle of water or something, then you can sort of hold on to it because you can turn it into a sensory bottle. So it's as easy as that. You can buy them or you can buy similar sort of bottles from Amazon. I can put a link if that's helpful. And yeah, but otherwise, yeah, I'm just recycling them. So yeah, giving them another life. Turning them into toys or play items. Oh, thanks, Jessica. That's really nice. Thank you. And colourful toys, absolutely. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Aman. That's really good. I'm sorry, I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. I'm terrible. I'll warn you now. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Okay, let me keep going. So let's make this Christmas one. So like I said, I've got some rice here. And I'm just going to mix up the green and the red and and the white rice. You don't have to use rice, it's completely up to you. I've got a funnel, finally got myself a funnel. And I'm going to just, actually, what I'll do first, I'll fill it with a couple of things here. I'll put in, I'm going to do them a little bit. So I've got, you can pop in pom-poms. I found some really cool bells, very Christmassy. Pop in some pipe cleaners. These ones are pretty cool because they're different colours. You can kind of turn them into like a candy cane sort of shape if that's of interest. I'm just going to throw in some, I'm sticking to a bit of a theme of red, white and green here, but you can do whatever you like. You guys have probably come up with really awesome ideas. Alright, so then I'm going to put in my rice, so I'm just going to carefully I say carefully, pop it in, and sort of see that filling up. And I'm kind of covering those. It's totally up to you how much you put in, but I'm going to kind of cover them up a little bit. And it's going to be a little bit like a hide and seek kind of sensory bottle. So I'm just going to pop in also. Sorry guys, I'm going to try and get a bit better at this table demonstrating thing. I've got, some glitter. Okay. It's like one of those moments where you think, I think this glitter's going to go everywhere. Oh, I haven't got it. Oh, thank goodness. Would not be surprised. So I'm popping some glitter in there as well. You see that? Sorry. Pop some glitter in. And I might throw in another couple of bells. And again, I can hot glue my lid. And so there you have a Christmas themed sensory bottle. Can you hear that? So this is a really cool one because it's not only visually beautiful, but it's also, you can hear the bells kind of ringing in there. It might be a bit harder for you guys to hear, but yeah, and you can also say to children if they're a little bit older, find where the pom-pom is, or find where the candy cane is, how many bells are inside the sensory bottle, those kinds of things. They're really great questions too. It's glitter, of course, it's going to go everywhere, absolutely. Yeah, there is a bit on the table, I have to be honest. Thanks, Jessica. So here are some sensory bottles that I hope that you would be interested in making with your kids. They're so easy to make, and quite honestly, you can just find things around your own home, find things outside in the yard that you think would be great just to turn into a sensory bottle. You can also give them as gorgeous gifts too. I think that's also a really nice thing because it's nice to give handmade things, isn't it? So I'll leave it there. Well, I was going to do another one, but I feel like I'm probably talking a little bit too much. So let me know if you want me to make another one, and if you have any questions. I was thinking of making a calming down sensory bottle. If you want me to make one, I'll make one for you now, but otherwise I might just leave it there so I don't talk too much. Let me pop this away while you guys, otherwise I can do it on another day. Alright, I might leave it there. Thanks guys for joining me. I really appreciate it every week. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you next week about the same time. Thanks guys. Bye.